Hello there, you know who it is, and today I will be reading to you a rock, paper, scissors fan fiction I wrote. It's one of my best ones. Before I start, I do not own nor am I associated with the Nickelodeon show. It was created by Kyle Stagina and Josh Lahrman. Forgive me if I pronounce those names wrong. But anyway, with that said, let's get right into it. Nephro Negotiation. One day, it comes to Rock and Paper's attention that Scissors has been having health complications. They notice Scissors has been sleeping in more than usual and not waking up until late afternoon, getting random muscle cramps. Ow, my back or something! Ow, my gut or something! Eating less and shivering under a mountain of blankets while Rock and Paper are sweating with the thermostat on high. Rock and Paper try to get Scissors to go see a doctor. Rock and Paper realize that Scissors has been having these concerning issues for months. After so much persuasion, Rock and Paper managed to convince a stubborn Scissors to finally go see a doctor, where they list his health-related problems. These symptoms have been going on for a month or so. With the information given, the doctor suspects another complication that Scissors has been too afraid to reveal. Any other complications that you may have been experiencing? Nope. Any? No! No. Why does it matter? We only want to get as much useful information as possible to get accurate results, therefore accurate treatment. The doctor presses Scissors to give a little more information he suspects Scissors is withholding. Reluctantly, Scissors gives in, but only on one condition. Rock and Paper are to step out of the room so that only the doctor knows of his embarrassing problem. Rock, Paper, will you step out for a sec? What? Leave? But we're in this together. We want to know what's going on. Well, then we can just end this appointment right now, because I'm not telling you. But it's best you guys do as the patient wishes, for his health's sake. Rock and Paper hesitate before leaving as told in order for the doctor to get Scissors to open up. Even when they were advised to exit the room, Rock can't resist being curious and needing to know what Scissors feels he has to hide. So he puts his ear up to the door. Paper notices and does the same. They eavesdrop, where they hear Scissors hesitantly open up to the doctor about the issue he's too embarrassed to let even his best bros learn. Funny you should ask. It's nothing to brag about, but the other night I was having this radical dream where Rock, Paper, and I bought this yacht and I was water skiing as we partied along the coast. It was so awesome. Until halfway through, I realized, wait a minute, I don't water ski. Any other instances? They're not worth repeating. I don't know how many more wet sheets I can stuff under my bed. Poor guy. Rock and Paper don't judge Scissors for this embarrassing fact, but that doesn't stop them from feeling sympathetic for their friend. However, Rock and Paper are unaware that what they're doing will cause confrontation. Soon, the doctor allows Rock and Paper to re-enter the office before running a few tests and taking labs. After a long wait, the results come in, and Scissors doesn't like what he hears for multiple reasons. He has an aggressive kidney infection that has been ongoing to the point the infection has manifested into kidney failure. Luckily, there's one option. Surgical kidney removal can save his life. Now, it might be pricey. Oh, I can help pay for it. And I can help raise the remaining expenses. Marvelous. Now all we need is for Scissors to sign this contract. It's dawning on him that he'll have to live with one kidney, and he knows that there's things you really can't do with just one kidney. Additionally, he doesn't want others to feel sorry for him. Rock wants to raise whatever they don't have to pay for his kidney removal. What, look, right, Scissors? You'll be cured in no time. Before Rock can finish his sentence, Scissors was out of the room before they knew it. He doesn't sign the contract, leaving Rock and Paper feeling confused that Scissors just left without an explanation. They catch up to him and question him on why he won't sign the contract to get the kidney removal surgery. Scissors just brushes away their concerns and quickly changes the subject. Is he scared? If so, why? There may be something deeper Rock and Paper are unaware of. After the hospital visit, Paper and Rock continuously try to convince Scissors to go back and sign the contract to get the surgery. He refuses and tries to change the subject every time it's brought up. Rock and Paper try to raise the extra money to help pay for Scissors' kidney removal. They get many residents to donate, including Pencil and, most surprisingly, Lou. But I'm raising the rent! Soon, Paper and Rock try to do something kind to Scissors by going to his room and getting his wet bed sheets from under his bed. As they're hauling the soiled sheets from his bedroom, Scissors catches them and freezes. Whoa, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're getting your wet bed sheets from under your bed so Paper and I can wash them. Scissors pauses and slowly shakes in horror. How do you know about my bed sheets? Paper reveals that they were listening the whole time, and Scissors notices the jar of money sitting on the coffee table. Realizing that Paper and Rock managed to get donations from people. Seeing that, he grows red with embarrassed rage, mind concluding that Rock and Paper told everyone about the part where he wets the bed, and he blows up, furious that they eavesdropped on a private conversation. That was private! I told you guys to step out of that room for a reason! Scissors, can't you see we all care about your well-being? Whatever. Thought I could trust you. Listen, it was my idea to listen through the door. It was my fault. I'm sorry, Scissors. I don't care whose idea it was. Everybody knows about my problem. You know what? My body, my kidney, my decision. I get the final say. Fine. Just know that this time, you're not just affecting yourself. You're affecting everyone else. Just know that. Scissors, Stay away from me. Where are you going? Out. Rock is left alone in the hallway with the pile of wet bed sheets. He picks them up into his arms, subconsciously hugging the sheets for comfort from his guilt, before quickly realizing what he's doing and how much the bed sheets stink and are still a bit damp. Oh, ew. After the argument, Scissors avoids Rock and Paper and refuses to get the surgery out of spite, as well as deeper personal issues within himself as to why he's afraid of getting the surgery. He returns to the apartment from a long walk to cool his head, and takes a shower for the sole purpose to cry in private. Rock, guilt-ridden and concerned for his friend, attempts to help console Scissors, which is met with righteous fury. I peed the bed, and now I'm crying like a baby. I should just stay here forever. Yeah, I live here now. I'm trash. I'm such a loser. I wish this kidney would just kill me now. Scissors, are you okay? For f***'s sakes, go away! Can I get any privacy here at all? Gah! After Scissors' emotional shower, he angrily retreats to his room, still blowing off steam, especially after he apparently can't have any privacy to be vulnerable, not even in the shower when Rock heard him crying. At this time, Rock is sitting at the dining table as Paper prepares their dinner, but not before Paper puts the jar of money they put together for Scissors' surgery on the counter. Here's to hoping. While Paper has given up on bothering to try and reason with Scissors, Rock thinks that maybe he just needs time and holds on to the hope that Scissors will reconsider and go through with the surgery. Maybe he just needs some time. They do say time fixes everything. Not everything. Proceeds to accidentally get burned by the oven when he opens it. Meanwhile, Scissors is in his room, blowing off steam by angrily punching, screaming into, then cutting a pillow to shreds. Karate kicks but falls onto the floor doing so, pacing, trying to lift dumbbells, then throwing a ball at the wall over and over as though he were in solitary confinement. Then he begrudgingly plays his game switch until... Scissors, dinner's ready! Scissors comes, fixes himself a plate, and makes a move to go back to his room, when Rock speaks up. Scissors, don't you want to sit with us? With you, Snoops? As if. Scissors stomps into his room and slams the door, making Rock and Paper wince. He's pretty upset. Gee, you think so? Rock rolls his eyes, and the two proceed to eat without Scissors, dinner being a quiet affair without their rambunctious friend. Rock has been trying to reason with Scissors to try to get him to reconsider not getting the kidney removal surgery. Every attempt he makes is met with fierce denial and annoyance from Scissors. Scissors avoids them as much as possible and refuses to listen to Rock, who tries to talk to him and get him to come back around their presence. Soon, Scissors is pushed to his limit and threatens to move out if he brings it up again. Brings it up one more time and he's out of there. He's moving out and will get as far away from them as possible. Paper, on the other hand, has given up on trying to get Scissors to do something they can't make him do. Rock is at his wit's end, and he's afraid of Scissors moving out and going somewhere they may never see him again. He just won't listen, Paper! Exactly. It's like he doesn't care. That's Scissors for you. Are you sure we shouldn't try harder to persuade him? Rock, we can't. That's his decision to make. His words. I don't want to have an argument. We'll just keep losing. But this is Scissors' life we're talking about. I know, Rock. This is also Scissors we're talking about. I hope he makes the right decision, too. With Scissors still avoiding his roommates and rarely being around the apartment, Rock hesitantly accepts that Scissors will probably go through with his word of moving out and going somewhere no one knows of his problem he thinks people know about, as well as where no one will pity him. Also, because he feels like he can't be vulnerable anywhere in private at the apartment. Scissors has now gone days without being around Paper and Rock or engaging in anything they usually do together. After Paper tells Rock that it's pointless to try and get Scissors to see reason, Rock decides to just leave Scissors alone, hesitantly. He decides to watch some TV to get his mind off things. A specific episode of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared catches his eye, being seemingly innocent and fun. There's three of us, Easy, and you and me. It's just like Paper, Scissors, and I. Rock puts himself and his roommates into the show, seeing them play out as the characters on screen. Let's just say it's horrifying and disturbing. In this particular episode, Duck Guy character dies, and the episode creepily talks about grief and what to expect when someone dies. In dark horror comedy, that is. And Rock gets disturbed as he pictures him, Paper, and Scissors going through what the characters in the show are going through. Seeing Scissors as Duck Guy dying and himself as Yellow Guy creepily grieving over him. And Paper, he can be Red Guy since he's sort of being nonchalant and accepting of the whole situation. Not to mention, it's gory and disgustingly creepy. Rock is horrified and traumatized through most of it, but during sickening sad scenes, he cries a river as if it's Scissors being buried alive with an organ missing, but happily going through with it. It's disturbing! Don't hug me, I'm scared! Well, then just stop watching it. While Rock and Paper do their best to let Scissors have space, Scissors continues to avoid having anything to do with them and spending most of his time in his room or outside the apartment. Time goes by as Scissors becomes more lethargic and seemingly depressed. not being his fun, hilarious, and snide remark-making self. Over this time, Scissors has an internal conflict with himself as he weighs out the pros and cons of going through with the surgery or not getting the surgery altogether. On one hand, he can accept the surgery and continue life, but there would be things he'll never be able to do with only one kidney. Possibly. On the other hand, he could also not go through with the procedure and continue on like how he is, and be a man of his word by moving away where no one will know of his issues or worry about him. But he'll continue to have concerning health patterns and, worst of all, wetting the bed, until toxins overtake his body and kill him. It goes deeper. Deep down, Scissors doesn't want to die. He doesn't want to die too soon. Yet he feels like there's no point for him to do something with possible sacrifices when he brings nothing to the table. He's jobless, chaotic, sleazy. It's a wonder how he has rock and paper. He also doesn't want to leave his friends, and he wants to be there not for just for them, but for himself as well. If he cares about himself and his friends, he'll face his fears and go through with the surgery. Another thing that bothers him is that he doesn't want people to pity him. Not for real, where there's nothing really in it for him but looking weak, especially if they know of his embarrassing problem. He wants people to think he's tough and cool, not feel sorry for him and seeing his vulnerability. Soon, he's out at a coffee shop. He boringly watches the small television in the cafe when it switches to a kids' network, much to Scissors' annoyance. Ah, great. Can we switch it back? I'm not up for it right now. The program that comes on speaks of wisdom. A SpongeBob episode, Living Like Larry, as he reluctantly watches, Scissors once again questions everything regarding whether or not why he should go through with the surgery. The old man running the cafe inserts himself in Scissors' space and offers his 2 cents. Live life to the fullest. No need to be reckless, but don't be afraid to do what you enjoy most doing because you're afraid of dying too soon. What are you, some wise old sage? Nah, I just like to sit here and add commentary. But what does it matter for me? If it doesn't matter how long you live, why does my life matter? What's me choosing to get surgery in exchange to live? Scissors asks himself these questions, deeply reflecting on everything. After some deep thinking, he learns himself, quote-unquote. Really, he got these words from paper, episode reference, about not only affecting himself, but affecting people around him as well. He comes to the conclusion that maybe his life does have some sort of meaning. And not just because he goes through with the surgery doesn't particularly mean he can't live the best life he can through the things he enjoys most in life. Maybe there's nothing to fear. Maybe it's worth it after all. So, what are you going to do, Scissors? After some self-reflection time, Scissors decides to swallow his pride and call up the doctor that diagnosed him to make arrangements to go take the leap by finally going through with having his failed kidney removed. Hey doc, it turns out I might have a few questions regarding this whole kidney operation thing. So, as you now see, it's really a simple procedure. Not to mention, you'll be put under. Also, the pain-eliminating medication will contain the same natural preserves found in THC. Really? Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Alright, Doc. Do what you gotta do. Well, first you must sign the contract. Done. Now the time and place is set, and Scissors shall take action the next day. After having the time and place planned and ready, Scissors goes back to the apartment. Rock and Paper have just ordered pizza, thinking Scissors might hopefully actually join them this time. He wouldn't turn down a free pizza. Scissors comes in and walks right past his roommates and the pizza box. This seriously puzzles Rock and Paper. Scissors, would you like to have pizza with us? You don't have to pay this time if you'd like to partake. Please say yes. No can do. Thanks, though. He can't eat nor drink anything the night before surgery. But Rock and Paper don't know this. Scissors goes right to his room. Rock and Paper look at each other with concern. Paper then tries his very best to shrug it off. Well, we offered. Rock gives a disheartened expression. Scissors takes a shower and gets to bed early, not telling anyone his plans for the following morning. Morning arrives. Scissors wakes up very early. As he wakes up, he sees that he's once again wet the bed. He angrily looks down at the large wet spot beneath him. Scissors thinks to himself, I've had nothing to drink for the past 12 hours. And yet, my kidney still fails me. He vows that this is the last time this will happen to him. He cleans up, gets ready, and quietly takes the money that Rock and Paper have raised and put aside for him in the off chance he changes his mind and goes off to take care of himself. He goes alone, not wanting anyone to worry about him or pity him, and a small part of him is still prideful. Later, Paper wakes up and sees that the jar of money is missing. He alerts Rock. Rock, where's that jar? Isn't it on the counter? No, the money is missing. They look high and low, but have no luck. Where could it have gone? Paper then gets a feeling who it is. Scissors. He better not have ran away with it without telling us anything. After some searching, they soon realize he's gone to the hospital by himself, thanks to a phone call from the doctor that diagnosed him. Rock and Paper rush to the hospital in hopes they can see Scissors before he goes under. They rush to the front desk and are out of breath from running. Hello, how may I help you two today? We're looking for our friend. Scissors? The receptionist looks through the database list of patients. Which room is he in, sir? 458? Ah, yes, he's in our system. May we go see him? I'm afraid you're about too late. He's already about to go under. You'll have to wait. No! He needs to know we're here for him! Rock rushes past the receptionist. I'm coming, buddy! Paper shakes his head. I must be crazy, but I'm right behind you, Rock. The two run to the surgery ward, where Scissors is lying on an operating table with a sheet over him and an oxygen support mask over his blades. He's as chill as can be, ready to face his fears. Alright, we've injected the anesthesia. You'll be out in a few seconds. Okay, Doc, I'm ready. 9, 8, 7. Scissors' eyes begin to go heavy as the anesthesia kicks in. 6, 5. That's when Rock and Paper barge in, wanting to see their bro before going under. As heavy as his eyes are and as incoherent as he becomes, he can still recognize the two faces that care for him, whether he believes it or not. Rock? Paper. Despite the surgeon's obvious frustration and warnings, Rock and Paper run to Scissors' side. We're here, Scissors. It's okay. We love you. We'll be waiting. Scissors barely manages to crack a heart-warmed, weak smile as the doctor reaches 1. Scissors is now completely under. Rock and Paper are escorted out of the operating room. Hours go by as Rock and Paper nervously wait in the waiting room. Scissors will make it out of this, right? Of course he is. He's in the hands of professionals who know what they're doing. He'll be just fine. Just about everyone turns out fine after surgery. Well, sometimes. Paper subconsciously goes on. Unless, of course, a giant meteor hits a bus, and that bus crashes into a churro stand, and that one churro goes flying and hits a power line, which would cause the power to malfunction, making lights and machines flicker on and off in the operating room, which worst-case scenario can kill. He realizes what he's saying and sees that he's accidentally caused Rock to worry more. Paper backpedals, but the chances of that happening are low, like very low. I'm sure a meteor will hit something else. I mean, gah! We're going to lose our friend all because of a giant churro! Scissors is a tough guy, Rock. He'll be okay. Hours go by. Rock wrings his hands nervously while Paper restlessly paces back and forth. Soon, the doctor finally comes out and allows the two to enter the room. This is what Scissors sees as he opens his eyes. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Scissors, 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 scissors. Scissors, scissors, hey, sleepyhead, finally, what are you doing? Scissors comes to and is still high on anesthesia. Whoa, you guys are all blurry. I love everybody right now. Sugar, yes please. You're okay. I'm so glad to see you, Scissors. They got that bad kidney out of you, so now we don't have to worry about you going anywhere. We thought you wouldn't make it. I was afraid that a gyrometer would hit a bus and it crashed to a church stand, and then one chair went flying and it hit a power line, causing the lights to go on and off in the operating room. Anything could have gone wrong, and you could have died. You could have died, and I would have had to go real dark karate kick, but things would be exciting. We wouldn't be true anymore. Whoa. There, magical gargoyle. Rock, be careful. Don't hug him so hard. He just had surgery. Rock and Paper ask each other why Scissors would hide going through with the operation from them. They need to know, but Scissors is a bit too out of it to answer any questions, so they decide to wait it out until the anesthesia wears off. No need to worry, fellas. The operation was a success. The tainted failed kidney has been properly discarded. As you already see, Scissors is a bit loopy from the kidney removal. The anesthesia should wear off in about a couple hours, and he'll be back to normal. We'll talk to Scissors when he's coherent. I don't know, Paper. He might not want to be around us. Show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. Come on, guys, let's put it on wax. Psst, Paper. Guess what? What? I farted on their pillow. You stay and keep him company. I'm going to the gift shop. Rock is left alone with an incoherent Scissors. Rock walks over and places his hand on the end of Scissors' bed, smiling the most friendly smile at Scissors, who's drooling all over himself. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Ugh. Scissors proceeds to make a large, thick spit bubble with his mouth before popping it by snapping down his blades, getting saliva everywhere. Scissors giggles. Did you see that? It went blorp. Rock is grossed out but endures it. He's just glad to have his friend back. Rock continues to keep Scissors company and talk to him, entertaining him until Paper returns with a gift from the gift shop. After a while, Scissors finally comes down from the anesthesia. Paper gives Scissors a gift, and all is well. After some small talk, Paper and Rock finally bring up important questions. Why didn't you tell us you were going through with it? I guess I really didn't want anyone to feel sorry for me. Thanks to some explaining, Scissors also learns that Paper and Rock never told anyone about his bedwetting problem, and that other residents are still unaware of such. Scissors scratches the back of his head awkwardly. Gee, I guess I really jumped the gun on that one, huh? I'm sorry, guys. Scissors, we wouldn't give out such delicate information to anyone, and we never meant to humiliate you. And there's nothing wrong with letting your friends help you. If anything, it makes you stronger. Scissors grins slightly at his roommates. Thanks, guys. Well, I guess I'm gonna be staying here on vacation for a while. Scissors makes himself comfortable in the hospital bed. After a few days, Scissors is discharged to the hospital and continues to heal at the apartment. Paper must have told Scissors that Rock had been worried sick and the duration Scissors refused to be around them before finally changing his mind to get the surgery. Rock is in his room trying on different outfits when he gets a knock at his open bedroom door. Knock knock? Hey, Rock. Oh, hi, Scissors. Hey, nice get up. Oh, thanks. I was just trying on clothes. Did you need something? I just wanted to drop in, see how you were, and tell you that I, appreciate your concern, health-wise. It's no biggie, buddy. I'm honestly surprised you came to visit me, after everything and after what Paper and I did. Again, Scissors, I am so sorry. No, there's no excuse. We ignored your request to leave and eavesdropped, despite knowing that we were invading your privacy. I mean, you have every right to be mad at us, and when you said you wanted to move out, I was sure you'd be gone. I mean, you would have been gone anyway had you not gotten the surgery, and that would have been my fault. It was my idea to listen in on your personal conversation, and on top of that, people knew about your surgery. We never told them about your accidents, but we've already addressed that. Scissors begins to worry about Rock as he spews out word vomit. I'm not mad about that. Still, I thought for sure Paper and I lost our best friend in the life of the apartment. Whatever outcome there would have been, I thought I'd have to get used to you not being there, ticking someone off, your loudness, your jokes and snide remarks, and you causing a commotion. Because you are so awesome. When you said you wanted to move away, I figured it was only a matter of time we'd never see you again. No more would there be going rogue or jump kicking with you, or crazy adventures you drag us into, or chaos that keeps us young. But we deserve it. You deserve to be happy like everyone else. You could have gone off to live your best remaining days of your life without Paper and I. No more Rochambeaus, and it'd just be the two of us. The two of us. And I would have had to get used to that too. He ends it with a wide, uncomfortably forced smile, trying to keep it on, but he can't help it. The smile slowly quivers into a frown as tears well up in his eyes. He covers his eyes and turns away from Scissors, thinking it's ridiculous he's crying in front of him, and that he has no room to cry. He can't control his whimpers as he cries into his hands, turning his back to Scissors in hope he didn't see his tears. But despite his efforts, Scissors noticed. Scissors looks sad as he kindly puts his hand on Rock's shoulder. Hey man, it's okay. I don't care if you were having problems. I don't care if you were wetting the bed. You're still cool to me. Thank you for not giving up on me. Scissors can't help but shed a tear himself, yet he hides his crying, being the tough guy he is. Soon they finally depart their hug. Hey, let's go do something fun. I mean, if you want. Really? Now? Anytime, dude. Okay, let me get ready. Scissors leaves the room and sits on the couch to wait for Rock. But as soon as he sits down, Rock walks in. I'm ready. Scissors stands right back up. Oh, wow, that was quick. To ease the emotional tension between them, Rock and Scissors go do ridiculous yet fun things together. They go to a comedy show, go to an exotic petting zoo, and they end the day with a careful session of jump kicking. By the afternoon, both Rock and Scissors are laughing, happy to have rekindled with no hard feelings. They both laugh and cheer as they end their jump kick game and walk through the exotic petting zoo. What an amazing day it's been! So amusing! It's been great. What a feeling. I couldn't get enough of that half-hour comedy special. That dude was hilarious! Yeah, his jokes he made were relatable too. Yeah, they were. The exotic petting zoo was a good choice. I would have suggested the physical extraction park, but... Extortion, by bad. But you know, yeah, I know, my lack of a kidney gets in the way of everything right now. To be fair, it's my kidney, not my arms. Better safe than sorry. Besides, feeding wild animals is quite an experience. My favorite part was the llama exhibit. They're so soft, but my, aren't they ruthless? Yeah, it spat on my face. Good thing I wear sunglasses. But other than that, this whole day has been a ball. And we actually got the kick right this time. You did so well. You weren't too bad yourself, Rock. They remove their karate outfits and proceed to walk through the park. As overjoyed and grateful as he is to spend time with his friend again, Rock still holds a hint of guilt for what happened by eavesdropping on something private, causing Scissors to not be vulnerable and seek help. Scissors, not to ruin the mood by getting mushy or anything, but I just want to say it's been a fun day with you. Believe it or not, Paper and I enjoy your company. And I'm sorry again for eavesdropping and intruding on your space the whole time. Come on, man, stop it. You're just being a good friend. It's all water under the bridge. As they proceed to stroll, Scissors spots a rhino exhibit. He smirks at it as he begins to get ideas. Something that'll give him a rush of adrenaline. Rock sees this and scolds Scissors. Scissors, I thought you would have learned from your experience by now. Hey, I'm still the same guy. Just one less of a kidney. It's just that it looks dangerous. What if you get hurt? Your stitches are still healing. Scissors pauses as he looks Rock dead in the eyes. Rock, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Rock is about to say something when he stops himself, and he frowns slightly as he looks down at the ground. Scissors then pats Rock on the back. But hey, I promise to stick around for as long as I can. Rock looks at him and smiles. That's just the fun and crazy pair of shears we know and love. Now, if you'll excuse me, narrows his focus towards the rhinos. I'll be living life to the fullest. Cut to Scissors on top of a rhino to burst through the wall. He rides through town on Rhino back, ready to raise hell and cause its usual chaos. Yahoo!